my bro, man. This has been speaking of dude,
Yo.
what's up, man?
What up, bro?
What's going down with
How
your
you
bro,
feeling?
man? Chilling, man.
Good, man. How's your day?
Man, chilling, busy
Yeah.
as usual, man. Bro, do you see what we got going on here, man?
What's that?
Look at this view.
Oh, man. You know, St. Paul, man. St. Paul's got a lot of history.
You think so, huh?
Yeah, bro. I mean, I'm from the Minneapolis side, so I don't really come to. I ain't never really
Mr.
come to
Minneapolis? Now you
Nah,
know
not
St.
at
Paul,
all.
Minneapolis, we got that thing going on, dog. So I don't know, man, how people will receive that, man, on my side of town, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the east side of St. Paul. So, I mean, this right here,
Right.
you may be looking like a little visitor. I don't know, man. You,
Speaking of Eastside, bro,
what's up?
you know we were all working on that TV series, man. It's
Oh,
at some
yeah.
progress.
Yeah.
Eastside,
Velvet
bro.
Concrete Productions, man. Oh, yeah. We
Yeah,
doing big
man.
things, man. I appreciate you, man, putting me on to that, man. What's up with that? First
Well,
of
I got a question for you. So,
oh, here we go. Questions.
no, seriously.
What's up?
Where did Eastside come from? Like, how did the because I know you don't want people to know this, but you might as well let them know. You the original creator of Eastside, bro. So where did the idea come from?
Well, with the film, man, I mean, obviously, I'm from St. Paul, Eastside, born and raised, man. And I grew up in environments of so much activity and so much things going on that it's like, dude, like, because I told one of my homies, like, man, I just catch random things happening. Like,
Right.
cats would really have to kick it with me to see what I see and things like that.
Right.
And so I've been in so many different scenarios and situations in my life, man, that it had me sitting back one day during the summer of like 2014 or something like that, man. Me and my little bro, we was just in a mood of just writing. And, you know, we grew up on a bunch of hood movies, this, that, and the third, you know what I mean? Like, we all got them classic favorites and things like that. And I was like, man, what would happen if I was to write my own version of something that would happen in Minnesota? You know what I'm saying? Like, what would I name it? Like, how would we go about it? And there was a lot of weird names I came up with. I don't even remember, but it was a lot of weird names because we were just sitting around for a few hours just thinking of stuff, but we'd be writing. And so I was like, man, why not just talk about where I came from or something like that? Like, why not do something with that? And so Eastside came up. And it's like, it would have been Eastside St. Paul, but it's like, you know, there's a lot more things that happen around the Minnesota area, man. But because of my roots and everything that I experienced and the things that people are going through with the gang cultures, with different cultures of ethnicities, with churches, with different people, man. I mean, anything and everything be happening on St. Paul and don't nobody be touching base on it. So I'm like, man, let's just go ahead. Let's just call this Eastside. Wrote a synopsis. And dog, then it was like done. Like, I didn't do nothing with it because it's like I'm playing basketball. I didn't know where to. I was just in a creative space, bro. And then I left it for a long time, man. And then I came across to you, Mr. Writer, Mr. Director. You know what I'm saying? What did you think about it when I gave it to you? Because I know when I connected with you, I'm like, man, I got some stuff in the back because you was working on projects yourself, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, why not him? You know what I'm saying? Like, why not show him something? So I gave you the synopsis, and then, we started going crazy. Velvet Concrete Productions and all that. Like, what was your initial thought when you saw Eastside through your emails and things like that, man? Because I didn't know what to think. I thought he was going to see it, be like, oh, this is nice, and then poo-poo it away or whatever. And I would have been like, mad respect, but you took it on. What made you do all that?
Well, I mean, when we first met, that's when I was shooting Voices Rising.
Okay.
And unfortunately, we didn't get to finish it, you know. So I remember you had brought it to my attention during that time while we was in production for it.
Yeah.
And you weren't in no rush to really get it done. It was just, you just shot me the idea and was like, hey, what you thought about it? And
That's what I'm saying.
I thought it was dope. But I couldn't put no focus on it because I was in production for something else.
Yeah. I get it.
You know, but when that didn't, fall through completely, I had to pivot. And I was thinking about how to pivot. Now, I really had no intentions to work on a TV series this early into my filmmaking,
But why did it turn into a series though? It could have been a short film, it could have been a feature film. Why a series though? Like, because because the characters that you presented to me,
that you wrote up, it was more to their stories that couldn't just be all in one film, bro, to be honest with you. You're talking about someone who's expecting a child.
Yeah.
You can't just, you can, but you can continue on that legacy, which is really what Eastside is about.
Yeah.
Legacy, power,
Yeah.
sacrifice,
Yeah.
things like that. And so if we're going to talk about legacy, then let's really talk about legacy. And so the story was intriguing, and I knew there was more to it.
Yeah.
That was under the surface that maybe you didn't even see. And so with it
Man.
being in St. Paul, the thing about St. Paul is, yeah, this title is called Eastside,
Yeah.
but Eastside is just the backdrop.
Okay.
It's about the stories of the people, who just so happen to live in the East Side, And so it was intriguing to me to bring some of those things to a higher level.
But you brought it though, like, cause this even what I gave you was just some minuscule, but you took it out of this world. Like tell me, okay, for instance.
Because like I said, if we're talking about East Side and we're talking about St. Paul, the thing about St. Paul is St. Paul is rooted with culture.
Yeah.
You got a big black community, but there's also a Hmong community. There's a native community, and then if we're going back into time a little bit, it was a huge Irish community and everything like that. So we're talking about a blend of cultures, and see, like, the type of storyteller that I am, and what was helped me with Voices Rising, because I've done other things as well, but I didn't know my voice as a writer. I just had a creative
So this put you to the test or something? Like, what you mean?
Well, not necessarily, because with Voices Rising, I was able to truly find my writing voice.
Okay.
And so it was similar to Eastside in a sense, as far as the characters and what they go through and how they overcome what they go through.
Even the themes though? Like, what about how did you build on the theme of Eastside? Because I know with your other productions that you shown me and things like that, like,
that's kind of how Velvet Concrete Productions became.
Okay.
Because they helped me with my storytelling.
Okay.
So, the velvet represents the beauty of things, what I'm saying?
Okay.
The wonderful things that we admire. The concrete of it means, the hardships that person goes through, the battles that they face. But even through that, people can overcome those things, and receive their velvet. You know what I mean?
Oh, so, okay.
So
I'm looking for a velvet thing one day, man. I mean,
so in the storytelling, that's how, with Eastside, that's why I was like, you know what, this is a great story to tell. And let's bring St. Paul and its culture to the light, not just one side of the city.
But was some of that, you think, with your writing and things for Eastside and what people are pretty much going to be seeing here pretty soon here, does any of that derive from personal experience or anything like that, you feel?
Oh, yeah. Or? I spent, I got a background in being a veteran, and whatnot, living from different states, and I've been in Minneapolis a good chunk of my life, but I did live in different states and went to different schools and everything like that. So, just seeing other cultures and interacting with other people, from different, all types of the world and everything like that, bro, it's a good way to blend stories. And when you involve a community of different people, everybody's got a story to tell.
I got you. Okay, so in your writing process and things, and just to give people a little insight, like, what character stands out to you, or who do you think right now is going to be pretty much impactful when we start dropping these, like, seasons and first episodes? Like, what's something for people to look out for? Because you coming with the guns on this joint, man. Because like I said, I didn't know it was going to be like this, like handing it over to someone like you.
So the character we got, Boss Man, I think he's going to be the one that's going to be the audience favorite.
Okay.
And Tyrone does a very good job in portraying Boss Man. He really brings out that character, because when we shot the Proof the Concept, you really saw, like, man, he really is embodying this character, and this is the character that's fitting just for him. And when we all watched it collectively, you can tell, like, he set the tone.
Yeah.
And so he set the tone on the proof of concept. Just imagine,
Oh yeah.
you know, how people will feel when
Oh
they
yeah.
actually see it on the TV screen.
He did his thing, yo, and just to make sure that we had this correct, like this is not like one of your soap opera type of films or nothing like that.
I mean,
Series.
it's a crime drama.
It's a
But
crime
see,
drama, but with
what
that,
makes Eastside different than most crime dramas?
that's what I'm saying.
Is
Like,
that like, you know, yeah, crime is just the backstory, you know, but it's more to it than that. It's like I said, it's the people and their stories that's amongst and around,
I feel you.
you know, the crime or whatever.
But okay, so what is your crime drama in your opinion? What is crime drama to Michael Sean? If we can get into that, what is, in your opinion, crime drama?
Well,
everybody has a perspective on it.
Right.
What's yours?
It's the things that you don't see,
Okay.
you know, the things that you don't know. Moving in silence, and you know, in a sense, they say, you know how they say real G's move in silence,
Yeah.
like, you know, whatever. And then to me, a true crime drama means someone who is committing a certain type of crime or doing things under the microscope that no one sees and no one knows because they're so well at doing it or whatever. So basically, that's, to me, it's like, if I could give away a lot, but I don't.
man.
But you know how the story is, and that's why I say Boss Man, because how you present it
This
to me
is
with Boss Man, upping that level to the status that he is trying to develop,
yeah.
you know, shows you like there's a lot of people that you never know what they be doing for real, bro. They may look like an outstanding figure in the public, but in private,
Yeah.
you know. So
What kind of like what's gonna jump out at people? Like, what's the type of vibe that folks are gonna like probably feel with this film, dude? Like, this series is gonna go crazy. It's gonna have people on the edge. I already know because of how you're writing this, man. Like, what kind of vibe can you tell someone to expect out of this whole thing?
well, just like any other things that I have written before, especially with Voices Rising
Yeah.
and everything like that, I just want people to relate to it. You know, see themselves through certain characters. You know, maybe it's something that they're trying to escape from. Maybe it's something they're trying to achieve. Maybe they want a better life outside of their home and their surroundings and their environment. Maybe they want to move to California or something like that.
Dang.
You know, so maybe, you know, there's a lot of things that's dealing with family and stuff like that too. So something that's relatable. If you can relate to it, that's going to gravitate you to want it, to watch it more. And tell people about it. You know what I mean? So like,
I get you.
It's got to be relatable content and authenticity.
Well,
you know, I'm big on that.
Yeah, and speaking of authenticity, yo, so you, Mr. Minneapolis and Mr. St. Paul over here, man. So I just want to know, because I know, but maybe the people don't know, who is Michael Sean, dude? Like, when it's all said and done, who are you? I mean, the people may know a little bit about me, and we'll get into that, but who is you? Like, Michael Sean.
Producer, writer, director,
Okay.
actor, you know, just a storyteller and a visionary.
Really?
That's really who I am, man, you know.
Everybody draws inspiration from somewhere. Like, where do you get your oomph? Like, you wake up and you're like at it, or if you're down and out, like, what gets you going? What gets the juices flowing in your brain to be like, yo, I feel like writing today? Like, what inspires you? What keeps you moving and going, even in your dead spots?
I've always had a vivid imagination from the time I was little, man. It's crazy. So just whatever I imagine, I just put it down.
Dang.
You know, and whether I come back to it or not, you know, I got a lot of things that's just put down, but I don't know if I'm gonna come back to it or not. It's just an idea, throw it down.
Right.
I encourage everybody to do that. You know, all creators, you got an idea, put it down immediately. Like, the moment you think about it, put it down. And if you keep coming back to it, then it must be the one, you know?
Is there, like, and with every creator, like, has there been any struggles that you overcame while in this process of the Eastside series and creating this stuff? Because I know, like, we're working every day to make the best out of this situation here, especially Velvet Concrete Productions, like, coming out the gate with something like this and other projects down the line that you have lined up and things, man. Like, what's up with that, man?
I mean, this one project at a time, man.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I got other ideas, but Eastside is really obviously the one that we've been putting a lot of time into, the one that I'm truly invested in, the one I know that can succeed and it will succeed, you know, and the one that can get all of us that's involved, you know, where we want to be and where we want to go, bro. You know, so, and anybody else in the future that will be a part of this, because they will, you know, it's just a great opportunity. You know, like I said, I told you 1,000 times, I appreciate you and
Yeah.
everything, and you know, for you to put this into my hands and everything.
Of course, man.
You know, we working together on this. You be shooting me ideas every day, and
Yeah, man.
that's you know the type of teamwork that we got. You know, so
Okay.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
all
man.
love.
I appreciate you bringing me on, man, the Velvet Concrete, man, because I mean, I feel like this is just right here, like a dynamic duo, man. Like was unseen. I don't think nobody even seen this coming at all. I didn't even see this coming, bro.
And that's the next thing. Like when you brought Eastside to me,
Uh-huh.
like what were you hoping I would see in it?
I was thinking like, I don't know, man. I'm like, let's see what you can do with it. First of all, like, let's see what he thinks about it, what he can do with it, and then, honestly, originally it was going to be a feature film. It was just about to be a feature film, but because of the magnitude of where it can go
Yeah.
with it, and people can grow with it and grow with the character situations and things of that nature, and the way that people view films now, I'm like, you know what? Let's make this a journey. Let's get them on a ride. Let's put them on this roller coaster that when you hop on, you're gonna be like, let me go ahead and buckle, because I can fall off this thing at any time and go wild. You know what I'm
That's the
saying?
thing. Like the characters, like I said, like the character that you presented to me, it was too much to tell in just a movie. Like if you did a movie on it, you
Yeah.
would definitely have to do a sequel.
Sequels.
You might as well
And we
just make
know-
it a series.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's really what I saw in it when I read what you gave me. I was like, this could be a series. Like it
Yeah.
could be ongoing.
When you said that, I was like, oh, I wasn't expecting a series. I was. I'm gonna be
See, I thought
straight
you
honest.
was
I was
at
not.
first.
I was not. I was in the room, in the living room,
And I
like, this
guess
is
I
about to
thought-
be a feature film. Hype Williams, what's goody, bro? Da 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 da.
I guess it was the what you like envisioned
Yeah.
it to be like your inspirations
Yeah.
of how you know how this came about.
Yeah.
From the certain TV shows that you told me.
Yeah.
And so you told me TV shows first before movies.
Yeah,
So I'm
yeah.
thinking like, oh, he wants a TV show
Yeah,
out of
yeah,
this.
yeah.
Okay, I could definitely see that.
Cause like the more you dive in, bro, like the more you start seeing and witnessing different things and different outlets and all that. Then
Right.
it's like it went from movies until, you know, the day and times now, like everybody's streaming now. Everybody's streaming shows and things like that. So now
Definitely.
you get locked in.
Yep.
I'm like, oh snap, why not now?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, first glance back then, yeah, feature film was on my mind heavy. Then talking with you, then you make it make sense, and it's like, yeah, I think it's time to put people on a journey rather than just a one and done.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, once you, that's a lot to put, like you just said, it's a lot to fit into like an hour and a half film, 2 hours.
yeah.
Like this ain't no like Marvel
Yeah.
movie,
Oh,
nothing
yeah,
like
yeah,
that. This is like a series that is taking you back, because they don't make them like this no more. They don't. Like I can't see, I don't know one film out right now that's really touching on what we're touching on right here, man. You know what I'm saying? With Eastside like that. So yeah, man.
You know, well, you know, the other good thing about it is too, though, it's about trying to bring not just St. Paul but
Yeah.
Minnesota out into,
yeah.
you know, let's. What I want is I want people to really see, you know, how it is here, you know, in the state of Minnesota, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a lot of great talent here.
That too.
You know, tons of great talent. And when I think about St. Paul in itself, I think about there's a playwright
Okay.
and an author. His name is August Wilson.
Okay.
Ever heard of him?
I can't say I have, but I probably heard them before.
August Wilson wrote Fences.
Yes, that's why it rings a bell a little bit. Yeah.
He wrote that here in St. Paul. Now, August Wilson is from Pennsylvania. I think Pittsburgh, specifically in
Oh,
Pennsylvania.
so he came here?
He moved here, I think, man, 70s, mid 70s, I believe. And yeah, he wrote Fences here in St. Paul during that time, and he was intrigued by how like the African American community talked here in Minnesota and everything
That's
like that. He wrote
crazy.
Fences. He wrote another good one called Jitney here.
Oh, so he didn't go to Minneapolis. He went to St. Paul.
He was here in St. Paul,
Exactly.
bro. And
Exactly.
actually, like I said, but look, Minnesota, St. Paul, bro, it has a lot of lot of culture.
Yeah.
It seems like a horse and buggy town,
Yeah.
Whatever, but it's actually rooted with a lot of culture and everything and a lot of history. So yeah, August Wilson actually did a lot of work at the Penumbra. He was a professor at the U. So a lot of his famous stuff was written here, though, in Minnesota, bro. Yeah, facts.
That's deep.
And so I admired that. I looked up to that. I remember, you remember John?
Yeah.
John's the one that told me that. And it stuck with me, after all these years. Because he told me that, man, like, years ago, before the pandemic. And it stuck with me. Like,
dang,
right here in our own backyard. You know what I mean? But if you really know your history or if you're into this type of world, creative world, acting and writing and theater even and poetry.
Yeah.
So.
Dang, that is crazy, man.
Yeah, man. So I think you had asked me like what makes Eastside, different than other crime dramas. So
Yeah.
I want to hear that from you. What makes Eastside different from other crime dramas from your perspective?
Well, with Eastside, man, I feel like the crime and drama in Eastside, I don't think any other crime dramas is like this one that we have, specifically because of the culture that we come from. I see when you watch other crime dramas and things, it's taking place in New York or LA or Chicago and things like you rarely get anybody seeing the experience of what it is to live like in St. Paul when it comes to sex, drugs, money, loot, all that kind of stuff, man. And there's a lot of stuff that's not being touched on or even talked about in Minnesota, period. They say a few things. We got the whole George Floyd thing over our heads still. We got a lot of things that's happening in Minnesota still. But when we get into the culture, into the cities, when people talk about Minneapolis or St. Paul and things, they talk about the rivalries we have. But when they talk about just St. Paul, period, or even on the east side or anything like that, man, like there's a lot of hidden gems that people don't know about that is right there in front of their faces. And I think even people that are living in Minnesota can be like, oh snap, this is going on. And even with the crime and things like that, it's like there's a lot of quiet stuff going on, bro, that we don't know about. And I think what we're touching base on in these series is really gonna bring to light like this could really be happening. These things really are taking place. Like there are crooked cops here. There are people building empires here underneath our noses, but we're so caught up in social media or in our daily lives that we're not even seeing what's being controlled around us, what certain blocks are being watched, what certain people are outside doing certain things that we just aren't paying attention to.
Right.
And even though some of these things are for camera, for Hollywood and things like that, there are some true aspects in this crime drama that I say with Eastside that can really be like having someone like, man, I know exactly how he feels. I know exactly what he's going through. I know somebody just like Boss Man. I know somebody just like this person. Like, it's relatable, bro. And a lot of crime dramas are not even like relatable. And so it's like, even building the characters around Eastside and things, like I want to ask you like right back, like how have you built the characters and the atmosphere with Eastside on that tip? Because you're really bringing this to you
already brought the characters to me, and when you brought it to me, they had good storylines. Like for an example, the character Courtney and everything, and wanting a better life for not just her, but for her child and everything, and her reasonings why. That's good emotional, storytelling, because it really brings up the main character in Vic. Really makes his character shine, a lot more. And what's exciting to me, when we shot the proof of concept is actually seeing those characters come to life. Anea did a great job with bringing Courtney to life. Like I really saw like Courtney, I didn't see her, and that was Grace. You know what I'm saying? So the way that you portray Vic, I'm seeing Vic. Trayvon, he did a great job with his character as well. So it's like you guys really embody those characters too. It was like, wow.
Man, I appreciate that, man. I mean, and then the industry's gonna see that, and with your work and everything, man, and then people getting to know you because of what the body of work that you're doing with Eastside. Like, what do you feel that you bring to the industry as Velvet Concrete Productions, Michael Sean? You know what I'm saying? And I know I'm a creative VP and things like that, and we'll tap into that. I'll let folks know about that, man. I'm truly blessed, you know what I'm saying? That's my man over here, hooked the brother up, you know what I'm saying? But what you bring to the industry, man, like, what can we expect, man? Things like that, yo.
Like I said, I'm really big on like authenticity, bro.
Okay.
I love authentic stories. So a lot of, my stories actually comes from people that I know
Yeah.
and what they have gone through, and then just applying it into the story, and just capturing like every key moment. I pay attention to, as a filmmaker, you gotta pay attention to detail, like the smallest things and what those details mean. If you're gonna put it on camera, there's gotta be a reason why you put it on camera. If I put your bracelet on camera, this bracelet gotta mean something. You know what I mean? Otherwise, what was the point? You know what I mean? So just paying attention to detail was I'm very good at and have gotten better at, and just I also like to tell stories. How can I put this? When I say real life situations, see, a lot of people go through a lot of different things, man.
Yeah.
I don't care if they're the most happiest person in the world. There's probably that one thing that really eats at them, for real. And whatever that one thing is, let's tell it.
Yeah.
And let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Sometimes let's have those uneasy conversations. You know what I mean? But it's about how you overcome them, because I always encourage people to overcome any obstacle, any trials, any tribulations. So all my stories comes from just personal experience, whether it's about me or somebody else, and that person may not even know it was about them. It was about them, but it was something subtle that I wanted to bring to the light. You know what I mean? So it's all those subtle things that people don't like really talk about. Let's talk about it.
Dang. Well, dude, if you can sum up Eastside crime drama series, the original joint, what's one word that comes to mind when we talk about that? What's one word? If you had one word. I'll tell you mine if you tell me yours. I'll tell you mine if you tell me yours.
That's a good question, man. Ain't gonna lie. If I had one word, it's about choice.
Choice would be your word?
Yes, the power of free will.
The power of free will?
Because Vic is a character. No, seriously. Vic is a character where in most crime dramas it's all about being that man on top, living up to a certain legacy, having a certain status, being that guy. Vic, though, doesn't want none of that. And that's what makes it different. He's actually not trying to be that guy and trying to be in the light and trying to be this, top dog and this big bad wolf, in the streets. He's not trying to be like that. It's what his father wants him to be. But see, everybody's got a choice, bro.
Choice. I got
Everybody has a choice, and it can take one choice. One choice that can change a lifestyle, whether it's one wrong choice and now you in jail for life, or one good choice and now
set free.
Exactly, bro. So it's all about choices.
Dang.
So choice would be my word for Eastside, man. The choices that you make can shape everything.
Yeah. My joint would be exhilarating.
Look at him with the big words.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all go get Webster and look it up. But this is going to be a very, very crazy ride here, man. There's going to be a lot of different emotions with Vic, his relationship, his dad, his choices that he makes, just like you put in great. Yeah, man, I just can't wait for people to tap in and check out what's been going on from paper to film and to really be involved in this journey that we got going on, man.
True enough. So, like, to elaborate on that, what do you want people to really take away from the series?
I want them.
In summary.
Yeah, in summary, I want them to take away that you have to decide what you want in this life. And that's either you want peace or you want pain. It's one or the other, peace or pain. Because if you want that peace, you would make provisions to do that. But if you want pain, you're gonna live by what the world gives you. You're gonna follow what the world tells you to do. And you won't compromise and things like that, you know what I mean? Right. So peace and pain is what I was gonna take away from that. What about you, man? Because this is gonna be a deep series, man, and we're gonna learn a lot.
I mean, you know, a lot of great stories can't always come from one voice. You know what I mean? You know, so it's not just me that's actually putting this story together and writing it. Yes, you came with the characters and everything, and yes, I elevated it, but to elevate it even more, you need another voice. You know, so that's why I wanted to also, you know, make mention of the other writer that's going to be helping in this series, you know, and Robin, because Robin is also,
that's right,
you know, she's also an author.
Yeah.
Of 3 books that's already on Amazon Kindle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, and her storytelling and the way she tells stories is it's like, we're different writers.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we're the same as far as like our themes go.
Yeah.
As far as someone having a backstory, some crazy backstory, and how they overcome.
Yeah.
You know,
I can't wait for people to peep her writing, man. That's going to be so crazy.
Adding that, you know, adding that extra voice and what she's going to bring to the table too is really going to make Eastside even more compelling. Yeah. And everything. So I can't wait to sit down at the writing table with her. Yeah. And put all this together and everything. So it's going to be exciting, bro.
But don't we got socials?
Oh yeah.
Are we on Instagram or something like that?
No, come on now.
It's
2026. You ain't got an Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, any type of social by now. You a real hermit to the world.
Oh, we on Instagram? Okay.
Yeah, bro. So everybody can go and check out Eastside at eastside.saga on Instagram. Okay. And everything like that for everything Eastside on that page. So we're going to be rolling out. We're going to be introducing the characters coming up here soon now. Okay. Yeah, and just showing the world of not just Eastside, but St. Paul as well too. So, you know, yeah, check. Yep. Can't wait.
It's a journey, bro.
Yeah, man.
It's about to go down.
Yeah. This whole city's got a story to tell, bro, and we're here to tell it. We're here to tell it, whether it's true or not. At the end of the day, it's still a story, and it's something that somebody is going to be able to relate to. If I can get that, I've done my job. You know, Robin's done her job too, because that's what we want. We want people to relate. Yeah, dog, but about to head out, bro.
Man, I'm about to enjoy these views, man. Good seeing you, bro, man.
You know, we'll be in touch.
Yeah, I got you.
Always back to work.
Yeah.
See you soon.
All day.
And yeah, man. St. Paul, Eastside coming soon.
I tell niggas to be careful who you love, cause niggas in the ghetto still living by the gun.